Today I'm here to talk about the US visas. Many people have been asking me a lot of questions. I want to come to America. What way should I come here? What visa? I want to apply for a visa. What visa should I apply? Things of that nature. Or how can I, in specific, get a US visa? Because my dream is just to come to America, but I want to have a visa to come to America. But how are you going to get any US visa? So, welcome everyone, this is EBM Ernest Boniface Makulilo, and today we are talking about different ways on how you can be able to get the US visa. Prepare yourself, go to the interview and get the visa without any particular problem. But before I just say any visa, there are two types of visa you need to know. Or two categories I can simply say before I said about the type. Just two categories of visa. There is what we call immigrant visas and what we are talking about non-immigrant visas. So immigrant visas are visas for people who are coming to America to live permanently. Forget about what you have in your mind. I'm talking about someone is coming in the US to be given a green card. That is immigrant visa. So if your family is American citizen and is filing for you to come to get a green card, that is immigrant visa. If you have won the lottery, you are coming under what we call immigrant visa. And even the form, if you come in fiancé visa, you are coming under what we call immigrant visa, because you are coming here, down the road you are going to be given permanent residence in America. So for that case, you are filling the form is called DS-260. It's a different form from the non-immigrant visas. Non-immigrant visa is the temporary visa. You are not coming to America to stay on the permanent basis. Does that make sense for you? You are coming here on the temporary basis. So you might come here as a student, you might come here as under working visa, religious visa, you might come as exchange visitor visa, those coming under J visa, you come as a tourist or just visitor, whatever, coming of that, coming for a conference. All those kind of things are just on temporary basis, is not immigrant, is not a permanent one. So this video, I'm going to talk about non-immigrant visa because majority of people are asking more questions about will be these kind of visa: student visa, tourist visa, working visa, exchange visitor visa, coming for a conference, whatever those kind of things. So it's just that way. So we are talking about more about non-immigrant visas. So what are the ways you can prepare and be able to be given the green card, to be given the visa at the US Embassy? So the technique number one I'll be giving you is think about yourself. Pretend yourself you are consular, US consular at the US Embassy, and think about if a person like you comes with what you have as a document, are you going to give visa to that person to come to your country? Don't assume because I'm an immigrant, whatever, no, just assume you are American. Your job is to protect America. You are a consular. The person comes there with the document and a reason like your reason. Will you giving that person a visa? So the first task you have to give it to yourself is to pretend you are a consular and think about the document someone is going to give to you or the reasons. So there are things you need to think to plan. Number one is, what is your reason? What is the purpose of you to visit the United States of America? Because the reason or the purpose of visiting America will determine what type of visa you need to have. So if your reason is to come to America to study, obviously you will come in America as a student. If your reason or purpose of coming to America is to visit your nephew, to visit your mother, that means you apply as a visitor, tourist, whatever. If you come here to work direct, you will come under working visa. So what is your reason to come to America? So you must have a justifiable reason, because this reason will come to the second part of the documents which will support that reason. So don't come with the reason. I remember one time I was at the US Embassy, when my second time of getting the visa, because the first time I came in 2008 under J1 exchange visitor visa. Second time I came was under student visa. So the second time when there is one person who was applying for the visa. And obviously I could deny that person a visa because they asked, what is the purpose you want to visit in America? Oh, I'm going to visit my friend. For what purpose? Oh, it is his birthday. Really? You are not rich like Dangote and you want to go for a birthday. You yourself, you have never done a birthday for yourself. Now, what purpose, what motivates you to travel over 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 kilometers away from your home just to attend a birthday of someone? While you have never, have you ever even celebrated birthday of yourself or your father in another village, another town to travel just to attend for a birthday? So you need to have some sort of a very serious reasons as to why you want to attend, justifiable reason. So that's why I said at the beginning, think of yourself as a consular and someone comes to you, oh, I'm going to visit my friend because it's his birthday. Really? Is that the reason why I should give you a visa to come to my country? No, I'm not giving you the visa. So you need to have a good reason. Because the second part is you need to have proper documentation. Documents to support your reason. So as I said, if you are coming as a business person, you need to have documents to prove that you have a registered business. You have this one, what income you have, what are you going to do, which companies, whatever you are going to do, what hotel are you going to stay. You need to have all the documentation you need to have. You are coming as a student. Do you have admission letter? Do you have I-20? Who is going to pay for your fees? Who is going to pay for your cost of living? If it's yourself, it's not a scholarship. If it's a scholarship, show us the scholarship letter. If it's yourself, show us the bank statement. Who is paying you? And you are bringing, the person is going to pay you your school fees is your uncle. Why is your uncle paying you instead of yourself or your parents? Is your uncle has some kids? Why your uncle is not paying for his kids, is paying for you? What's so special? Again, oh, I want to go to study in America, Bachelor of Sociology. The school fees, tuition and fees is over $20,000 US. The cost of living in LA is over maybe 15,000 or 20,000 per year. So the total cost over 45,000 up to 50,000. And you want to spend over 50,000 US. If you convert in Tanzanian shillings, is more than 100 million Tanzanian shillings. If you convert in Kenyan shillings, is a lot of money still. You convert in Malagasy money, is a lot of millions of money. So why do you want to spend over 50,000 US per year? So for 4 years is over 200,000 just to study sociology, where the salary, if you are coming back, obviously you have to say you are coming back to your home country, the salary is less than 500 US per month. Why? Is this the reason you really want to go to study, or you want to go there to become illegal? Why can't you go and study at the University of Nairobi, Kenyatta University, University of Zimbabwe, or Harare, or whatever university, University of KwaZulu-Natal, which will be less than 2,000 per year instead of paying over 50,000 per year? So you have to think about those ones. That's why I tell people, if you're coming for studies, it is better to find a scholarship. You can have justification that I don't use my money. The university is paying for me. Instead of you to come with, oh, my uncle loves me more. He loves you more than his children? Really? So there are all those kind of things you need to have documentation and to suggest that you are going there. So you make sure that you have the document. And while you have those documents, when they ask you, give me this document, make sure you can produce that document immediately. So that is something to consider. Then it comes to the interview itself. There are certain things you need to have the interview. Number one, you need to have all those documents properly arranged. When they say, give us the passport, give us the birth certificate, give us this document, you just take it from the pamphlet, take it from your folder, give them. Don't say, okay, sweating, everything like coming here. What is my passport? No, you need to have everything in order. We want this document, prepare. Second thing, if you know for sure you are not very good in English, you are allowed to use your language. If you are in a French-speaking country, you can say, can I use French? If you are in Tanzania, you can say, I speak Swahili. Can I have an interpreter? It's okay. English is not proof that you are intelligent. It's just the language. And even if you know the English, when they ask you a question you don't understand, you can ask, what do you mean? That is something else you need to know. On the interview, American culture is eye contact. So when you talk to someone, you have to look someone like paying attention. If you are starting talking and you feel like you looking down in the American context, you are lying. You are not honest. Don't go there and like, but you say eye contact and you go there and you just do like this to the consular. What is that? Eye contact just means pay attention to the person. Don't just talk to the person while you are looking like this way or you are looking down. No, just pay attention while you are doing some conversation. Be straightforward, short and clear. Don't bring unnecessary story looking for sympathy. They are not there to look for your sympathy and feel sorry for you. In that case, don't volunteer things which they don't ask you. For instance, they ask you a question. Here, it showed you you studied at the University of Dar es Salaam. Yeah, I studied at the University of Dar es Salaam, but before that I went to Kantalamba High School. They didn't ask about Kantalamba. Oh, you went to the University of Dar es Salaam? Yes. That's the answer. Do you have a bachelor degree? Yes, I have a bachelor degree. Full stop. Don't start to, I have a bachelor degree, but my third year, I had to repeat it because I didn't get good grades or I was sick. They didn't ask those stories. When they ask your birth certificate, they didn't ask for your baptism certificate. Give them the birth certificate. Don't bring like primary school certificate. No. You have to be careful what you are going to bring, because you can bring a document, you can bring unnecessary explanation, and it can cost you. So if they ask you, where do you live? Just say, I live with, I just have apartment in this neighborhood or this address. Don't start, but my neighbor is Davido. They didn't ask your neighbor if it's Davido. You might mention the neighbor might be a criminal guy. And you'll be, oh, maybe you associate with that guy. So you have to be careful what you are talking. Don't just talk everything without being even thinking. Another thing about what you're supposed to talk, you need to be as honest as possible. But when I'm talking honest, my point is, if your document is there, you are coming to America to study. That is supposed to be your answer. And you need to have documentation. Not like, but it was my dream to come to America. Since I was in primary school to go to America, I want to marry American, I want to live in America. No, they're not going to give you the visa. Because one of the other things is supposed to come there in the entire interview. They want you to make sure that you give the evidences, you give convincing arguments, you give some supporting documentation or something that you will be staying in America for the period of the visa requested. And then after the visa or the period requested, you'll be coming back to your home country. If you are going as a student for master's degree, after your master's degree, you will be coming to your home country. What will make you come back to your home country? Don't say I have a girlfriend. That is not the reason for why you'll be coming to your home country. They need to have some sort of attachment. What kind of asset do you have? What kind of attachment to the community do you have? For instance, you might not have a lot of money, but for instance, you're a musician. They know for sure you can be doing something with your music. You can be like a blogger, doing some teaching, whatever. And if you are an employee somewhere, come with maybe a leave documentation letter that this person has been given leave on this day. So we have no problem. Is he still our employee? Not just go there, oh, I work at the National Bank. Okay, what is the document to show that you are working? Are you just quitting on 24 hours notice? Or you are going to have a holiday with the documentation that you'll be traveling and then you'll be coming back? So those are some of the things you need to know. They will be asking direct question, what will make you come back to Africa? Or your job is just $200 per month. If you go to US and if you just do washing dishes, you can get maybe 1,500 or 2,000. What will make you leave that job and come here? They can ask a direct question like that way. Or they ask you they give you a scenario question, but the implication that to determine whether you'll be intention to stay there or to come back. So these things of that nature. But also you need to start to have some prior travel to neighboring countries. It helps you, your passport, to have different kind of, oh, you have been traveled to this country, maybe to travel to Eastern Europe, maybe even Ukraine, whatever. But it's still you are going to Europe, even if it's not going to England, but traveling to different countries is helping you. Going to Greece, come back, whatever. It helps you that you are creating a trustworthiness, like this person can go to a certain country and come back. This person is getting used to travel. Not your passport is 10 years passport before it's going to expire. For over 8-9 years you have never traveled. Your passport is about to expire. Really? This person is not coming back. So those are some of the things you need to be careful, or to prepare yourself when you apply and you are interested to get any visa. So those are non-immigrant visa. If you have any question about what is specific about a certain kind of visa and you want me to talk about it, please let me know on the comment below. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel and watch for other videos which they will be beneficial to you. So thank you everyone, and goodbye.